I'm very proud of where I am today, being able to administer this on my own, comfortably, no tears, no pain. What helps me mentally is to touch the needle around. Once I'm ready to inject, I take a deep breath and I just stab it in. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be all about how to do a Lupron injection. I did do a little episode a few weeks back with somewhat of a tutorial, but after 36 injections, I feel like I have a little bit more ground to stand on now. As always though, consult your doctor, your clinic on how to administer these injections. This is just a personal video of my experience, what has worked for me, and maybe it will help you as well. So Dan has done about 4 of the injections for me. The rest I have done myself, either because he was out of town or it was just easy for me to do, and so I just didn't mind doing them. You're not gonna see much of my face because you're gonna see my abdomen. I'm gonna do the injection while I film this, and I really want you to see how it works. Just again, personal experience. I am on the journey. I am physically taking this injection, so just wanna share with you guys. All right, step 1 is to collect your items. So you have your Lupron vial, your syringe, which is basically like an insulin syringe, so they may look different, an alcohol prep pad, either toilet paper or a little gauze pad just in case you bleed, and an ice pack or bag of ice in my case. I usually start by tucking my shirt in and then pulling my bottoms down a little bit. You can see some of my past injections. My doctor said 2 inches away from the belly button or down. Sometimes you can do it in the thigh. My doctor said no, so we're sticking with the abdomen. You don't want to inject right over the top of when you previously did, so that's why you kind of move around. So wherever I find an empty spot, I kind of go. So I'm gonna do, I still have a little one there, but I'm gonna try to do like right here maybe. Step 2 is you're gonna take the alcohol prep pad, and you're gonna clean the top of the vial. Just do a few seconds. And then you're gonna clean the injection site area. I use the other side of the alcohol pad. You can use a second one if you want, but I just stick with the same one. Clean it really good, and then I set it on the wrapper because I'm gonna use it again. Then I drop the medication. So I'm gonna use this syringe. This one's a little different than I've been using, but basically all the same steps. So I need 5 units. So I'm gonna draw back to, this doesn't have a marker for 5, but in between, there we go. 5 units. And then I'm gonna inject, or I'm gonna insert it into the vial with a little bit of air in it. The air in the syringe helps put pressure in the bottle, and then it'll help the medication go into the syringe. And you're gonna draw back. I always draw back past 5, that way if there's any air bubbles, kind of flick it out of there. And then I push up to where I need it, and it's ready to go. I always leave the cap on the counter, and I put the needle back in it, and then I just kind of set it in there, and then that's when I do my ice. So I already had this area that I wiped down, and I'm gonna ice it. Ice it as long as you need. The ice just helps numb the area so that it's a little less painful. All right, and then once I'm done icing, I wipe it again. I wipe it before and after, just because if I only wipe it after, it feels really weird to me. It's like so numb that I just don't like the feeling of it. So I get it really good before and then again after. So you can hold the needle like this to inject it. I don't feel like I have enough control on it, and so I hold it like this. My hand is big enough to where the needle will fit in it, and then I push the depressor with my thumb. If you inject it like this, or with like your middle and your thumb, then you push the depressor with your pointer. I don't have enough control on my finger, and so I do this. So whatever works for you, do it. Once you're ready to inject it, you're gonna pinch your skin, and you're gonna go about 2 inches, let me turn, 2 inches away from your belly button. What helps me mentally is to touch the needle around to figure out where I'm going. Once I figure out where I'm going, then I get ready to inject. Once I'm ready to inject, I take a deep breath, and I just stab it in. And then I take my thumb, push down, let go of the skin. I pause for a second, and then I pull the needle out. So you may bruise right away, which is if you hit like a little blood vessel or something. Sometimes it bruises immediately and then sometimes it doesn't. I have a little teeny prick of blood, which you can barely see. So if I need to, I'll take the gauze pad, wipe it down, or like I said, just a piece of toilet paper. But don't be alarmed if you have a bruise, because it just means you hit something. I haven't had many bleeders, which is nice. Every now and then you may see like a little bubble form on the top. I think that's just when maybe the needle wasn't injected all the way, and so it's just kind of a little bit of pooling up on the surface, but your body will absorb it and it will flatten out. But from there, I just let it air out a little bit. Again, if it's bleeding, wipe it off because you don't want to get on your clothes. But then you're good to go and your injection's done. And then you want to discard of your stuff properly. I scoop up the lid while I'm holding the needle. That way I don't accidentally poke myself. And then you want to put these in a sharps container. That way no one gets stabbed. And then everything else goes in the trash. I hope you found that video helpful. If you have a tip that works for you, drop it in the comments. Everyone is different, and some people are good with shots, some people aren't. Some people have to have someone else administer it, and some people have to do it themselves. Like I said, I had to do these myself. Stan was gone out of town, and I needed to get to the point where I could do them comfortably by myself. The first shot was not good. I cried. And then like the 5th shot, I literally could not even push the medication in. So I'm very proud of where I am today, being able to administer this on my own, comfortably, no tears, no pain, and now I'll help someone else do it too. If you guys don't already know, we are on our 2nd surrogacy journey, so I am taking the Lupron injections as part of my med cycle to suppress ovulation, to get me ready for transfer. If you don't already, you can follow us on all platforms at We Are Dane and Sam. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that other people can see it, and subscribe, hit notification bell to stay updated on everything we're doing. Bye guys.